Hey everyone, how you all doing tonight? And happy Father's Day to all of you out there that are celebrating time with your old man. I actually just got back from a little vacation that I took time with my old man because it was actually his birthday yesterday and today was Father's Day. So I just got back. I was out of town for just about a day and a half and I had a pretty good time, and I'm glad to be back talking about, comic book related stuff, making some videos once again. So videos are officially resuming today, like I told you before, if you guys actually paid attention to my community posts. So anyways, I'm back, and here we're going to talk about Warner Brothers calling it quits with Ezra Miller. Now, this is kind of old news, but I wanted to address it because I've talked about before about, Ezra Miller's criminal escapades that's been going on lately. He's just been in the spotlight and he cannot stay out of trouble. And I got to say, the DCEU is really cursed. And Warner Brothers really knows how to pick them because a lot of the actors from the DCEU just don't know when to quit. They just can't seem to stay out of trouble. Anyways, guys, welcome back to News to Science, where we discuss comics, movies, games, and more. And to you new viewers, welcome to the channel. We do a lot of comic book related content, specifically mainly Marvel stuff and Marvel Spider-Man content, like Marvel Spider-Man 2. Definitely making a lot of videos on those. So if that kind of stuff is for you, be sure to hit that like, subscribe, and click on the bell notifications so you all don't miss anything. And join my Discord. The invitation link to that is in the description box below, along with the links to my Twitter and Instagram, which you can also find down below in the description box. So we're going to go ahead and talk about this Ezra Miller situation. Now, as you all know, Ezra Miller has been in a lot of trouble. He's assaulted people. He's had some restraining orders put against him. He's choked a woman in the past. And now he's being accused of grooming a young girl of 12 years old from years ago. And, Ezra Miller has responded to this stuff by making memes on his Instagram page. And now he's already officially deleted his Instagram page. And I think he had a Twitter page, if I'm not mistaken. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and read this article to you from thedirect.com, and then we will discuss. So for the better part of the decade, Warner Brothers has tried its hardest to bring The Flash to the big screen, finally giving DC's Scarlet Speedster his first solo movie. Unfortunately, after countless delays and personal changes, the movie now appears to be in more trouble than ever before thanks to the lead star Ezra Miller's off-screen issues. Miller has been at the center of one unfortunate controversy after another over the past few months, which has all happened since the filming for the first Flash wrapped in October 2021. Most recently, the film's leading star mysteriously deleted the Instagram page after sharing a barrage of memes in a reaction to accusations of grooming. And the situation grows more troublesome seemingly by the day. For the time being, The Flash's release has been delayed until June 23rd, 2023, still leaving another full year until the highly anticipated solo movie finally premieres for the DCEU faithful. Unfortunately, once that blockbuster does make its way to the public eye, it may be the end of the actor playing the leading role of Barry Allen. According to the deadline, Warner Bros. Has decided to call it quits with Ezra Miller's Flash in the DCEU following the release of The Flash next year. An insider told the outlet that the new Warner Bros. Discovery CEO David Zaslav simply hopes that the scandal surrounding Miller stays under the radar until The Flash premieres in theaters in June 2023. In his attempts to make the company's DC division as successful as competitors like Marvel Studios, Miller may not be part of the future plans under circumstances, according to the insider source. There is no winning in this for Warner Brothers. This is an inherited problem for Zaslav. The hope is that the scandal will remain at a low level before the movie is released and hope for the best to turn out. It's unclear whether this means the company will replace Miller, put any Flash-related projects on hold, or restart the entire DCEU together. So what's next for Ezra Miller? To put it in the simplest of terms, the controversy surrounding Ezra Miller could reach a breaking point in the not-too-distant future. The Flash's leading actor has been arrested twice within the last 3 months, and that's a lot in that context. If you get arrested twice in a span of 3 months, that's a lot. You got problems, which comes on top of the accusation of his grooming of a 12-year-old actress a few years ago. This led to rumors that Warner Bros. Was looking at their options concerning Miller as Barry Allen, although the company firmly denied that there was any substance to those reports that same week. Fans will pay close attention to Warner Bros.' public statements over the next few weeks, should the company decide to comment on the situation in any way whatsoever. Regardless of whether that happens, there's no denying that both the studio and Miller are in some serious trouble, particularly with such a significant movie on the table. Seeing as The Flash is still such a long time from its theatrical debut, the studio will need to have some serious talks about how to proceed with a particular movie and the Flash character as a whole. Even though that The Flash is Miller's first solo movie after supporting roles in 3 other films, not counting Zack Snyder's Justice League, the actor's off-camera actions may leave the company no no choice about exploring other avenues. Although Miller has some support from the co-workers in the industry, there are some potentially dark days ahead with regard to the actor's future and that of Warner Bros. DC division. Currently, The Flash is scheduled to release in theaters on June 23rd, 2023. Now, I can understand how an actor's behavior can affect, someone's decision to go ahead and see the movie of said actor because of their behavior. And I totally understand that. Well, I did read somewhere else in an interview with somebody from Warner Brothers that most people will not go see The Flash because of Ezra Miller. They're going to go see The Flash because of the IP, the character itself. And I can't deny it. On this channel, you're going to get nothing but the truth. You're going to get nothing but my honest opinions. And I'm going to be completely honest with you. While I do think that Ezra Miller is not exactly the perfect candidate to play Barry Allen, The Flash, because he's not the kind of person that I picture. And I don't mean that personally. I just think that other people are more suitable to play that character. Honestly, even though despite all of this happening and all of this scandal surrounding Ezra Miller is still going on, I still will see this movie because of the character of the Flash, not because of the actor. And if you really think about it, when was the last time, or when was it that you ever heard that Ezra Miller was a leading actor in any film you've ever seen? As far as I know, I only know the actor as much as like that film that came out back in 2010 or 2011. I think it was called The Perks of Being a Wallflower. And he was one of the characters in that movie. I personally don't know him to be like a stick out star in any kind of film that he's ever been in. He was in the Fantastic Beasts franchise, and he was in other various movies that he's appeared in lately. But I think The Flash would have been the movie to spike his career and to give him more opportunities to have more leading roles in future movies, including The Flash. I mean, that movie easily could have been a trilogy. And of course, the character could have appeared in other DCEU projects in the near future. I think they should totally reshoot the scenes and just recast Ezra Miller as a whole entirely. They got to recast him, and I think somebody should just fill in and reshoot the scenes. And yes, while I am aware that it will be really expensive to do so because Ezra Miller is just about in every single scene in the film, so basically they would have to redo the shots. I honestly believe they should do that, but I don't think that's on the table at this time because Warner Brothers doesn't want to spend any more money. At that point, they'd be losing more money if they were to reshoot all of his scenes. They might as well just start all over again. And they definitely do not want to restart the film and redo it because they want to replace the actor. That'll only cause the delay, and that costs money. They have an entire year to reshoot scenes. So if they're not going to do that and they're going to release it with this, they better hope that Ezra Miller lies low and that a lot of people can just maybe move on from all those scandals that Ezra Miller has been a part of. Because when an actor kind of lies low from like the scandals that they've been a part of and some time passes by, it's not exactly as impactful, honestly, in my opinion. I still am going to see this movie because I am a big fan of the Flash character itself. If you do not want to see this movie, I definitely support your decision. I get it. Maybe you just can't stand looking at Ezra Miller's face. Maybe every time you see Ezra Miller, you think about a person who's really destructive and angry and abusive and just hateful towards people. If that's your decision, I totally understand it and I totally respect it. Then I'll go ahead and watch the movie for you and I'll give you my thoughts about the movie. Honestly, I do not know how this movie is going to turn out, but based on what I saw in the trailer, I'm not exactly too sure about it. I don't know if it's going to turn out good or bad, so I'm kind of on the fence with this one. Those are my thoughts. Warner Brothers needs to get their shit together and actually start making better decisions because this is not really a good look for them. And I can understand why they would want Ezra Miller to lie low for a while because this is creating problems. Like, they really need to do something about it. And this goes for all actors out there. You guys need to just shut up, do your job, and entertain people. That's it. Quit opening your mouths and quit saying stupid shit and behave. That's all you got to do. That's all I got to say. Anyways, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Happy Father's Day for all of you guys out there who are celebrating time with your fathers. And have a good night. Thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and click on the bell notifications so you all don't miss anything. And as always, I will see you all in the next comic panel.